Bill, part two with my man Rich, and he's telling us how he lost 100 pounds. You may remember from part one, he kind of told us about his fitness journey, and we just wanted to pick up where we left off. And so, Rich, with no further ado, I wanted to ask about, you talked about having a gastric sleeve, and I just wanted to ask about, the eating, I guess your eating habits, how they change, how is it difficult to eat with that procedure, and just a little more elaboration about that procedure and what it means.
Okay, no doubt. So the procedure that you're prepared before you have the procedure, you're prepared and you're taught the proper nutrition. I think as a people, we were taught when we were younger, hey, clean your plate, eat this, and then mom makes macaroni and cheese and fried chicken and collard greens with all the stuff in it, and everything. All our food is fattening and really not healthy for us. So you kind of got to relearn and reteach yourself what you can and cannot eat. Now, after you have the surgery, you just can't eat as much. You can eat whatever you want to eat. I can eat whatever I want to eat. It's just now I choose not to eat certain things because I don't want to go back to being 350 pounds, because you can easily balloon back up if you eat the wrong stuff. So and years ago, I probably would have never thought that I could do this, but I actually prep my food now. Like on Sundays, I will, I'll have my mom, bake me some fish and make me some cauliflower rice or something like that. And I'll put it in containers and I'll stick it in the refrigerator. And every day I'll just grab food and eat it like that. But that is not for everybody. Everybody can't do that. I get I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. So it's either I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it 100%, or I'm just going to kind of not do it at all. So like I said, you can eat what you want to eat. However, if you want to be fit, and I said this in part one, mentally, you have to prepare yourself to do what's necessary to get you where you need to be. If you want to build muscle, then you have to eat right. You have to, because it starts in the kitchen. You can't outwork a bad diet. And people have probably heard this a lot. You can go to the gym and lift weights and run and do the other stuff, but if you come home and you putting in 5,000 calories in your body, you're just going to be big. That's just the way it is. If you're putting in more than what you're burning, that's what it is. So I have limited myself to eating certain things, but I'm not strict where I don't allow myself a break and give myself a treat. So I do that. And I guess we'll probably get to that later. But Del, if you want me to touch on what I eat, because basically I eat the same thing every day. And I can touch on where my diet is right now if you want.
Yeah, no, that would be great, man. Go ahead, please do jump on that.
Okay, so typically a typical day for me, and it sounds crazy, people, but typical day for me, I will end up consuming 7 to 8 meals a day. And that sounds crazy because it's like I'm still losing weight. But my meals are a lot smaller, but they're more frequent. So I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I try to drink a glass of water. And I drink a glass of water just to kind of, fill my stomach up and get my body and get my blood flowing and so forth. I'll eat a protein bar, and that's meal number one. I'll eat a protein bar before I hit the gym, and that's at 5 a.m. I'll come home after the gym. I'll come home and I'll have 2 boiled eggs. That's my breakfast. A couple hours later, I may have a protein shake, a Premier protein shake, which has 30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. So I've tried to cut sugar out of my diet or limit the amount of sugar that I take in my diet. So I'm already up to 3 meals, and it's probably only 8 o'clock in the morning. Then by 10, I may have some fruit, or I'll have my first real snack of the day, which will consist of a 4-ounce piece of fish and probably a vegetable like Brussels sprouts or spinach. So that's meal number 4. Meal number 5 will be either another protein bar, which will get me to lunch. And then lunch will be probably my bigger meal of the day. And that will be 6 ounces of protein, which is fish or chicken. I cut completely beef out. Beef, my body doesn't do well with beef anymore. So I cut beef out of my diet altogether. So it'll be 6 ounces of protein, vegetables, and some type of carbs, either cauliflower rice or regular brown rice or something like that. That's meal number 5, and I'm already at lunchtime. A couple hours later after that, I may have another protein shake. That's meal number 6. Meal number 7 will be dinner, which again will be some type of fish or vegetables. And then meal number 8 before I go to bed will be a protein bar as a snack, just to kind of tide me over to the next day. And that's it. And then, but in between all of that, I have probably worked out. So I've probably burned over 1,100 calories. So I'm trying to put all of that back in my body, but your body, by eating smaller meals over the course of the day, your metabolism is still high, is still up, and it's still burning. So your body's still working, and it's not trying to hoard everything that it has because it doesn't know when it's going to get that fuel again. So that's basically what I do. And I probably will burn, I don't know, 2 or 3 pounds a week, and then try to add that in as muscle back during the week. That's why I'm in there trying to work so hard now.
Yeah, I was listening to a YouTube video today, and the lady, she said if she preps her meals that week, she's guaranteed to lose 1 or 2 pounds. She said if she doesn't, she's guaranteed to probably not lose or potentially gain. And she's being conscious. She's consciously trying to eat healthy, even when she doesn't prep. But it just doesn't work out the same, because when you prep, you have those very specific amounts. I know everybody thinks it's a lot of work.
One thing I've learned: if you don't prep, you're going to spend the money, because if you don't want to eat bad and you try to go somewhere to get something healthy, it's twice as much as going to get a burger and fries. You go get a salad. Salad's $8-9. If it's got, and then you go get a burger. You can get a $1 menu. Fries and a burger, that's $3. And you're full, but a salad will be $8-9. So it's more beneficial to meal prep. It's a pain in the neck on Sundays to kind of try to get all of that together, and then you're like, oh well, today I'm going to eat the same thing. But again, I say mentally you have to prepare yourself. If you want to get to that certain level, if you want to get to a point where you want to feel great, then there are sacrifices that have to be made. Change hurts. You can't do this without hurt and pain and sweat. You got to do it. And once you do it, though, it's worth it. It's really worth it in the end.
Hey, so what are your biggest challenges in this whole fitness journey that you're on right now? Biggest challenges?
Oh man, biggest challenges. Biggest challenges is the fat guy is still here. The fat guy is still in here. So when mom comes over and she's frying chicken, hey, guess what? I'm like, she's making macaroni and cheese. I'm like, hey, but I've learned that, okay, I can allow myself to have a little bit. I can't eat 4 pieces of fried chicken. I'm just not going to do that anymore. But I might eat a piece of fried chicken. But mentally, I'm like, okay, so when I go to the gym tomorrow, not only am I going to work out, but I need to account for this macaroni and cheese and this chicken that I ate yesterday. But I think for me and those people that know me, my my biggest weakness are Kit Kats. If I go to the store and Kit Kats are on sale, guess who's gonna get a Kit Kat? Yours truly. But that's my treat. I if I work hard that week, I go ahead and get one and I savor it and I enjoy
Break off a piece.
Now, Brett, that's it. Keep it moving.
That's good stuff. Good. Hey, and then hey, just to close it out for everybody, I just want you to could you provide your best tips for the members of FitChurch? Your best
Absolutely.
tips.
So my best tips are twofold. I would say one, mentally, well, maybe more than two, but mentally prepare yourself for where you're gonna go. And when I say mentally prepare yourself, that's gonna include all aspects. If you're gonna do this thing, be committed to working out, be committed to eating right, and just believe in yourself, invest in yourself. We invest in so many people. Invest in yourself. Be willing to carve out time for just yourself and be consistent with that. So that's the first thing. Um, the second thing I would say is you got to do this for you and you only. And once you decide that this is what you want to do and you're doing it for you, then it will work out. Um, Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day is not easy. It's not easy, and you just want. But the flip side to that is when I don't wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get to the gym at 5, I feel horrible because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So it's not going to be easy. So and the last thing that I would recommend for anybody who's going to start this journey is create yourself a workout journal. And I say that because that has helped me tremendously. One, it helps you hold yourself accountable, because when you look through that book and you see, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your workout, and you write down your workouts, and you know what you're doing and you know what you've done. But then you see a day, or you might see 2 days where you didn't work out. You're holding yourself accountable because you didn't do that. And it wasn't somebody else that didn't do their part. You didn't do your part. So create yourself a workout journal. I have just a generic tablet that I got from the dollar store. I get one every time I fill a book up, and I write down my workouts, the days that I work out, the body part that I work out that day, the sets, all of that stuff. And that's how I hold myself accountable. And I actually go back and I look at it and I see, hey, what did I do this day when I did this body part? And then I look back and I like, well, damn, last week I didn't do it. All right, you need to do better than that. So the consistency, that journal will help you be consistent, and it will help you focus on what you want to do and get you where you need to be. So that would be my biggest tip, would be that workout journal, because it's helped me tremendously.
Tips, great tips. Yeah, I've never used one, but I see people use them all the time, and that are very religious about writing down everything that they do in their workout. So I know it works in other aspects of life, so it makes sense that it would be a good thing to use on your fitness journey as well. Hey, well, first of all, Rich, I want to say thank you very much for taking the time out to do this interview. I figured, hey, if folks can't listen to somebody who dropped 100 pounds, 100 lbs, and I don't mean line brothers.
Hey,
yeah. 100
like I
pounds.
said, man, I appreciate you, man, and this is the first interview of anything that I've done, and so I appreciate you for inviting me to do this. Yeah, I'm enjoying the space that I'm in. I'm enjoying where God has brought me so far.
You're willing to come back and do another follow-up interview, because this is great. I'm sure people are going to get a lot of value out of this. Hey, if you get value out of it.
Yeah, I said no, absolutely. If people want to hear what I got to say, if people have questions, they hit me up. It doesn't, I'm here to help anybody who's looking for any kind of help. People have helped me along the way. You've helped me along the way. So hey, whatever I can do to help somebody else get to where they need to be, I'm 100% behind.
Remember, if you guys want to find Rich on social media platforms, at KingRich32 on all the social media platforms. We're also going to drop a lot of other links to books about fitness and health in the description box below. Obviously, continue to grow our community like, share, subscribe, and keep pushing it out. And of course, above all, remember, get fit, church.